Okay, boys and girls, promise y'all an update. Tell you what, the last 3 days I've been working my butt off. It's been sanding, painting, a little more Everclear, sanding, painting, touch up here, touch up there, touch up somewhere else. But I've got all the small pieces on the ship. It's been amazing. I don't have the shuttle bay interior finished yet. I don't have these lights fixed yet. This is the details painted. Let me sit down here and go from the back to the front. All these details are on according to Steve Neill and the plans that he sent me specifications. I ended up mixing my own color, the dark gray here, a little darker than it came out a little bit darker than I expected, but I think I can live with that. I think it looks kind of good. I do know that I need to paint this, the gray the ship here. There's a lot of little detail stuff that I need to do after I got it all put together. I realized, you know, there's stuff here and there that I need to do, a lot of touch-up stuff. And I'm going to do all that before I do the actual decals, or decals, depending on how you say that. But I did get the lights in here. And I'm going to do something to tame those down. Probably paint them white where you don't see just the... I'm sure all you see is a big blur here. But what you see when you're looking at it in front of the ship is you see the actual diode inside there. So I'm probably going to paint those white or figure out to cover those. But I inlaid those and it came out really, really good. You can't see any seams or anything. And that took me probably, I don't know, about 2 days to get all that in there and cut and everything. You can see you've got the little gray ring on there. That's not mounted yet. I did these lights here, the green ones. They're flush mounted. Of course, we got our flasher back here. I had one flasher burn out on the other side, and I don't know why. But all my electronics is not hardwired. It's just kind of, you know, put together, jerry-rigged for right now. I haven't done all these seams here, the seams up under here yet. But I'll show you what I have done. Let's see. These are all mounted. All these are on, all three of them, according to Steve Neill. This is still loose because I still need to take this apart and paint that. Take this apart and paint it, and I'm going to show y'all the internal workings and how I put the mirrors in here later on. And I'm going to change these. I've got a different idea. I'm going to use, got a lot of crashed helicopter parts, and I'm going to use some of that carbon fiber. The carbon fiber piece right here, I found in the real ship. That's what it had. I found some pictures of it. All the dark gray detailing is painted. We got that in there. I did add some more clear dental acrylic here, and I'm probably going to paint those. See about experimenting with painting them so you don't see the diodes in there, because when you're looking at this you can see the diodes. You probably can't, but you can see them when you're looking at it, and I'll fix that later. This was a lot of fun. All the detail in here, all the silver's in. This is painted. They're really nice. These silver, or actually they were gold pieces, painted silver. It really came out really, really beautiful. The inlaid pieces, of course, I put them in, and the glue that I used took some of the color off, and I didn't paint the back, so I'm just going to mask those off and then paint them again after the glue's finished drying. I just finished putting those in. All the pieces on the engines, I just finished putting them all together, but they're complete. They are complete together, and I'm telling you, I don't mean to be bragging on myself, but those engines look awesome, don't they? They look to me as close as I can get to the real thing. They're a little bit noisy, but I'm going to do something to that, see if I can get rid of some of that noise. You'll all be so happy to know that I got rid of most of the stupid detailing that I had on here that kind of looked bad. I've even got your little thing painted gray there. I'm probably going to come back and do a little detailing. I know the original ship, right underneath where it says Enterprise, there was some little bit of detailing in here. I might do that later after I get the decals on it. I haven't cleaned up the windows yet. I got to come back and clean up those because I want to get these engines done. Wow, look at that. That is just beautiful. I just can't stop looking at it. Once I turn those things on, I get stuck with staring at them, and they're pretty uniform. Okay, let's go down and see how much we can see underneath here. I cleaned it all up. I got all that detail and wacky smacky stuff that I had that didn't look good at all. Sand it all down. There's a little bit of color in the lines, but that's about it. It's just coming together really awesome. And that deflector dish on the back, I'm going to take somebody else's smart idea and use magnets to hold that in. I'll be doing that later. She's beautiful, beautiful. It's just amazing to be this far. It's still, I mean, the windows are beautiful. The whole ship is just amazing how great it's coming out. Till you get to this point, you realize. And I did run into that same optical illusion that Steve had here, where it looks like it's wangy, you know, but I put a straight level on it and it's straight across. So I don't know what causes that. But if you look straight down here, my engines are pretty close. Of course, they're not hard mounted. I've got to do that, and they look pretty close right here. But if you come over to the side, let me move this chair, pardon me. You can see if I go from front to back, they're drooping on the back end a little bit. And again, that's because they're not mounted up in here. And that's going to be the next thing that I do. I'm going to do that and get them flush and hard mounted. And then I'm going to work on those engines and get those painted and detailed up and look right. I might come back right before decals and do a little more detail painting and clean up some of these sharp edges I've got right here. I've got some sharp edges from the tape line. I don't know if y'all can see them, but you can see them right in here. But all in all, I mean, she's beautiful. I wanted to show y'all the progress, and we're getting real close. I was thinking like a dummy. I always underestimate my time period, thinking I was going to have her done this weekend, and that's just nuts. You know, I've probably got 5 or 6 more days, you know, just to get her absolutely right. And then I've got some really cool surprises for you at the end on the base down here. I'm not going to use that. I've got my brother-in-law Albert has got some ideas for me, and we're going to get a really cool, interesting base done. And I'll just do some little flybys for you. You can get a good taste of just how beautiful this ship is. I mean, the videos don't do it justice. It's beautiful. It's huge. I don't know where I'm going to put it when I get it completely finished. I really didn't think about it. I was just glad to have it and get started on it. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I can just sit here and just look at these things all day long. I mean, in person, I looked up some old TOS video before they digitally remastered and screwed it all up, and found some outtakes and stuff, and I think I've gotten pretty close to the real thing. I mean, the video, like I said, does not do it justice. In real life, standing here, this thing is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, the mirror placement that I put in there and everything is just really, really cool. And again, later on, when I open this thing, when I open the engines, open those up, I'll show you all the insides and exactly how I did the mirrors and all that. I didn't have too many problems on all this. The measurement was kind of tough to get these pieces exactly the same on both sides. You know, I had a little trouble with some of the measurements on that and then getting these exactly, but all they are, they're just straight in line. If you follow these parts right here and you follow them straight back, if you can look and see, I mean, they're pretty much on. And that's just about how I did it. I know they're probably off just a little bit because the engines aren't hard mounted. I see this one needs to turn just a little. But I don't want it to fall apart. So I'll worry about that later. Anyway, it's beautiful. Let me show you some more of this. I took off that dark detail and just put some light shading in here. Just very, very light. You almost can't even see it. It's just gorgeous ship. I mean, it's beautiful naked like it is. I can't wait to get the decals on it and everything. It's just going to be more beautiful. Now I don't know if this neck painting here, if I'm going to change that, make it lighter, or leave it that way. Y'all guys got any suggestions? Let me know. Tell me what you think it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. I don't remember there being a sharp edge. I remember maybe it was lighter. You know, I'll look back through my information, Steve Neill stuff, and see where we're at. See all those crazy stupid lines I had and everything in there that looked like bad. I took all that out, sanded it all down a little bit, and then re-airbrushed back over it, and she's back to looking gorgeous again. That was just, well, I'd never done it before, so anyway, got a lot done. These, I'm really proud of these little things. Are really nice looking. All I can say is take your time, because it's going to take a lot of time. Even for somebody like me that doesn't have a lot of knowledge in particular parts of it. You know, I've built a lot of models, but the learning process to me is as much fun, you know, as everything else. It's just been a great experience. Again, like I've said before, thank you, Steve Neill, for allowing me to be a part of this, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful collection. I've been approached by a couple of places that want to display it already. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. We'll see. Those lights that are there and those pylons look really cool. They're really bright. I'm going to hook them to the other lights so I can turn those down, and like I said, probably paint them a little bit. But as always, any comments, questions, suggestions are appreciated. I've made a couple friends out there in the forum world. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for all your support and help and guidance. And what I understand, I'm going to go ahead and throw a little teaser out there for the future. As soon as I'm done with this, I've got a really good friend. I think on the forum he goes by Underdog. It's working on several Enterprise ships. It's supposed to send me a 350 Enterprise, so that would be about 3 foot. So I've got a really nice light kit for it already, and of course I've got all the paint and epoxy and everything I need to build it, because I got it all for this ship. So I'm going to take a couple weeks off, y'all, from this. I'm going to go out of town. I got some other stuff to take care of. So you won't see another video for probably 2 or 3 weeks. And when you do, it should be really, really close to completely done. I don't know what else to say. She's just beautiful. I can just stand here and just look at this all day long. She's gorgeous. Thank y'all for watching. Like I said, any questions or comments, let me know. Anybody that's bought this ship, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me if you have any questions. I'll be more than glad to help you. Any guidance or anything like that. But like I said, Steve Neill's videos pretty much cover everything you need to do. What I suggest is staying with his time schedule. You know, doing it the way he did it. I went off and did what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, because I have an excessive compulsive nature, and I want to do certain things first. So just stick with his videos and follow those, and you'll do great. It's a wonderful build. Again, thank you very much, dude. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day.